Welcome back. This is Robin from Travel with R&R. That's Robin and Rick for those of you who are new. Feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like all that wonderful YouTube stuff to come back and visit us again. Right now I'm giving an update on our bike storage tray and the garage, and we're going to look at our garage the way it was back in June, and now in September there's some surprises. We've got a lot in store ahead of you today. We went from this to that. Stay tuned. So to get to where that was, we have to start at the beginning, and this is the beginning. Rick is measuring plywood, and he used a 1/2 inch Baltic birch. We use lots of Baltic birch, 1/2 inch Baltic birch, and he is measuring where the EVO bike mounts go on the tray, and then there's the constructed tray. Very quickly we pass time there. He is actually measuring to make sure it has the correct and proper placement in the van so that our fenders and our handlebars are in the van when the doors close. So we're trying to find the sweet spot between the front and the back, and then we also have our 30-gallon water tank at the back of the bikes, and we want to make sure it's all fitting, and then you're going to see where it just fits. And now we're going to go right into where Rick is cleaning off the tray, and I'm going to prep to paint this. So from here you're going to see the tray turn green, and I used a Sherwin-Williams paint that we got at Home Depot, I do believe. This one, at least we got at Home Depot. There's the bulkhead that I'm going to be painting later. So that's what we used. We used Weather Shield, and this green we used for the floor and also for the bike tray. So the subfloor and the bike tray. So here's just our day in a day in the life of us. We spend a lot of time in the front yard and our driveway. Yes, indeedy. And I'm doing 3 coats of that green to make sure we have a really good surface. So now from there, we're going to take you and show you what it looks like. This is when it's in, and now that's when it's deployed. It has lots of room for wonderful things. As we move through these pictures, I'm looking at with you the pictures of the garage. So we're going to have a large fixed bed. We're going to actually have a queen size bed right above. So what we're doing now is we're creating walls that are actually going to protect everything. So those are the catches that we use. Those latches, they adhere to the 80-20 and then go right into, and we used 1/4 inch Baltic birch for the walls, nice and lightweight. This is the polyurethane, or this is the emerald urethane that we used, soap and water wash up. We got those from Sherwin-Williams. We actually had to go to the store that time and visit with the Sherwin-Williams people. We got the idea of using that paint, that enamel paint for our walls. We got that from 70 Savage, a YouTuber that's available. And these last few shots are of us getting ready to do the walls. And here we go. This is the finished product. So again, we're going to do a fixed bed. It's going to be a queen size bed. It's going to sit on top of the walls using 80-20 as the ribs of the bed. You can see here we've got the electrical side on this side, and with the switches and the battery heater, some plugs. We're going to have rope lighting that'll go underneath the bed there, and Rick's right there. He's actually creating the shower right now cabinet. That's what he's been working on this week. And we've got lots of airflow. Again, we used 1/4 inch Baltic birch, and Rick created the great pocket holes there to create all that flow. We're going to have, this is an open area, probably for our camping chairs, things like that. Keeping an idea that this is a storage tray, but really a bike tray. We've got some great totes. On this side is going to be the water, and that's our water fill. We have an outdoor shower plumbed up, hot and cold, running water, 17-gallon top tote. The bottom tote is 29. I'll have to double check that. We've got 2 sets of those. And then on top of that is going to be the space that our rug will sit on. that our rug will sit in. And there it is, there's the bikes deployed. And now as we go around, keep in mind those are 500-pound slides. Again, on that 80/20 they've been installed on. And it is a cargo bike storage, wonderful, wonderful tray that Rick did with that angle aluminum, used 1/8" angle aluminum, and the EVO front fork bike mounts. And that hole right there, we're going to show you a little bit more about what that hole is. If you have a Transit, I bet you already know why you put a hole in your bike tray that's covering up the floor. I'm going to just step in. Right there, you just caught the edge of the subfloor. We're going to be putting an aluminum band on that, or aluminum edge, to finish that up when we're ready. There are those clips that attach right to that Baltic birch. And when we wiggle them, as we've given it the stress test as we're going down the road, we don't want those walls to fall off. So this is the electricity, or on the electrical side of the van, currently looking down at those catches or latches. We've got, and that's also the electrical, that's the light tape that you're gonna see put in real soon. We're hoping that goes in real soon. And then a tour of the van, and we're spinning around to the other side, which is the water side. And I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna give that a good shake, and there's no squeaks, there's no bumps, there's nothing. It's lightweight and it protects the components that we need protection of. So that is the garage, and you see a little bit of the plumbing too as we're going through all the different components. Right behind that wall is our air conditioning. We went with the Cruising Comfort. It has a component outside and a component inside, and also you can see our batteries poking through right there. And that's the back. And pretty soon when that bed goes in, that queen size bed base, I won't be able to walk there anymore, and this is my last hurrah. The totes that we found were 14-gallon on the top and 27-gallon on the bottom. Above that we will have a square PVC tube that we're going to be putting our rug in for outdoor use, so we don't end up with critters, ants, etc. coming in when we use our rug. And here's how we'll access our spare tire. We'll just click those slides, slide it open just a little bit, and you can see we actually have put a tape roll in there just to mark the spot right now. We'll take that out later, but we wanted to give you a good idea of how we're accessing that. Thanks again for joining us.